Hello, students. Now, as you are studying, I hope so, you are carrying the concept of the teachers, you are carrying through the advice by the all the respective subjective teachers are giving you, and I hope so you are practicing also. In this way, today I will start the first literature portion for the 12th class students. In literature, there are two books you will study. One is Flamingo, second is Vistas. In Flamingo, your first chapter is the last lesson. The last lesson is a prose, and it's not a fiction. Fiction and non-fiction you already studied in 10th standard. Now it's divided in your class prose and poetry, where some prose are based on reality. That means it happened in the past time. It was a real history. So in this category, the last lesson you will study. About the author. Author is Alphonse Daudet. He is a French writer, short story writer. He is a novelist. He was a novelist. He was written lots of short story book, and he didn't commercialize the writing forms, but later on he became very famous in French. In this category, he has written lots of novel based on fact. From that novel, from one of the novel, one volume has been taken that was written one subject, one part, the last lesson. Last lesson is a story which is based revolving around the language and its importance to the citizens of a country. It is the duty of the countryman to safeguard their mother tongue of the country, as it is the identity of the country. The lesson depicts how, after defeating France, ruled by the German, and it's defeated by the German, where the German occupied their two main districts, Alsace and Lorraine. That is, these two districts occupied by the German, and they put their own language. So this story is revolving around the importance of the mother tongue. It's a human nature. When we are getting anything, then we are not giving the importance of that. But when we lose something, then we are giving the importance of that thing more than any other. Same thing it's happened in the last lesson. The French people understood later on the importance of their mother tongue. When German put their own desire that no one will study the French language. From the next time, the following day, the German language will carry on. So this story very properly, it's written and decorated, we can say that, by the different forms of the device of language, that is known as figures of speech. Let's start with the summary. Summary here is talking about a boy whose name was Franz, Franz. Franz. He was the identification and identity of a French people. As he was a fictitious character in this story, one day he was moving towards the school, and on that day he was too late. When he was moving towards the school, on the way he saw near about a town hall, a bulletin board was occupied by the gathered by the so many people. They were reading, but he didn't stop. That bulletin board of the town hall generally used for the bad news. On the time during the war between Franco-Prussian War, On that time, most of the negative news was delivering on that bulletin board. So French, that boy didn't stop there. He moved towards the school, although he was late, but he was casual. He didn't prepare the homework which given by his teacher M. Hamel for the participants. When he entered inside the school, he was felt quite strange. Why it was strange? The whole school was quite calm. When he was rushing towards the classroom, when he entered, he was already late. But he was amazed by seeing the surrounding. First, M. Hamel, who was very strict teacher, he didn't scold the French. That was the unusual forms of the way. And when he glanced over the classroom, then he saw that most of the seat occupied by his classmates and back benches were occupied by the most villagers, elders of the villagers. They were there and their face is talking about they were very regretting. They were having some lots of confusion, dilemma. Then he didn't understand. M. Hamel started already the oral test which he was given the previous day. He has already started. When M. Hamel was carried on the lecture, the test, at the last he has written one important notice that today is the last French language class. From tomorrow, your German language will start and German teacher will come and they will start to teach you. This forms of the news, it became the hammer on the head of the French. That boy, French boy. He didn't expect that such forms of the news he will get in the school. M. Hamel as well as elders of the school, they realized on the time that they didn't give their words and the students particular time to teach them properly French language. Even M. Hamel was regretting when he was enough time. On that time, he was enjoying the holidays by fishing, by moving towards the coastal area, enjoying the beaches, enjoying the yachting. These all the forms of the activities he has done, but he didn't teach the students properly French language. Time is the answer of most of the questions. So this time, it became tough situation for the French people. M. Hamel also, he was regretting. One more thing that was the unusual on that day, M. Hamel was in his casual uniform. Generally, he was not. Then later on, at the last, M. Hamel has written in a French language, Vive de France. That means God save France. And then people realize the importance of their own mother tongue. This is the story, and I hope you all understood. In the next class, I will give you some target or some homework regarding the question, NCERT questions. Thank you.